to another video. Today is a thrifting video, and I'm over here at this Goodwill. I'm actually running around doing my food shopping, so if you've already seen my grocery haul and I look the same as the last video, this is why. It's because I just spotted this Goodwill over here, and I can't help myself but just pop in here really quick. There are certain things that I am actually looking for, like a utility crock. Because I had two of them. I gave one to Megan because she really wanted it. When she moved out, she needed one herself. And I thought, oh, I'll just give her this one and I'll just go and get another one that I really want. Because I was kind of over the one that she wanted. And so I'm like, here, take it. But now I need a new utility crock because my kitchen feels like a mess right now. So that's one thing I'm looking for. The other thing I'm looking for is a nice set of dinner bowls. I need a set of 4 at least, and I want them to be beautiful. Maybe white, I don't know. I'm also looking for, I feel like I'm looking for a set of blue dishes. I don't know what is with me and blue dishes, but I'm kind of getting tired of the blue dishes that I already have. It's a different shade of blue. I want a darker blue. I don't know, that color just really speaks to me. There was a thrift store that I had went to a while back, and I had spotted blue dishes. I even showed it to you. I kind of pointed them out, and I'm really kicking myself in the rear for not picking them up because it was the shade of blue that I really, really like. And the ones that I have right now, I bought at the dollar store at Dollar Tree back when Dollar Tree was actually $1 back in 2019, I think. And they've lasted me, it is now January 2nd, 2026, so a long damn time. So just throwing it out there, the dishes at Dollar Tree are really good. They're durable and they last a long but I'm kind of over it and I want new dishes. So I'm gonna go in here and see what I can find, and yeah, we'll just we'll go from there. Okay, so slight change of plans. It is only 9:18 and that Goodwill doesn't open till 10 o'clock. So, okay, we'll have to come back later, but there is a resale? Where the heck am I? I think I might be parked in the wrong spot. Where the hell am I? Okay, I need to figure out my life right now. There's a Dollar General. That's not where I'm trying to go. There was another resale store. That's got to be it right there. But that sign does not match the sign out by the road, which is why I keep feeling like I'm in the wrong spot. But that's place, I have no idea. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna repark and I'm gonna go into this mercantile store, which I don't hold much hope for that one because most likely it's gonna be that's probably the resale store, because usually these places, they buy up all the good stuff that's really cheap that we can afford, and then they resell it, and so it's probably going to be way overpriced. But I'm going to go in there. I'm just going to pop in there, just see what they got. You might find something good, who knows. I've never been in there before, but anyway, let's go check it out. Yeah, this store is exactly what I thought it would be, a giant waste of my time. That crock right there for $38, it's exactly what I was looking for to hold all of my kitchen utensils, except for I was not willing to pay those prices. That bowl with the horse on it, this chicken, this place had all the vintage country things that a person could want to make their kitchen looking beautiful, their home looking beautiful and old and country, if you're willing to pay these kind of prices, and I'm not. So, but anyway, I'm still showing you the different things that they have in there. This Red Ryder sign was just so cool. I thought that was, $16, it might not be that bad. It's a daisy. The barrel racer here, the artwork was just absolutely gorgeous. Lots of gorgeous things in here. This crock was actually not that bad. It's actually really beautiful, and this would have worked for what I was looking to do as well. But again, I was looking for more thrift store prices. And how cool is that scale? Could you imagine having to go back and using a kitchen scale like that? For those of us who weigh and measure and track our food, could you imagine having to go back to having to do that? That would be just crazy. But anyway, then there was other things that were in this store that were, I guess, like personal things that they were selling, maybe things that they had made and sold, like the jewelry, and then there was t-shirts, and I didn't show any footage of that. But how cute is that dog? That is just so stinking cute. Kind of made me think of Sassy. But anyway, so yes, lots of beautiful things, and I just They also had a lot of Christmas stuff. As you can see, it was like 60% off on all the Christmas stuff. But at this point in January, I'm not interested in shopping for Christmas anymore. But this trunk, $245 for that trunk. That trunk was so cool. If it was a little cheaper and I had an actual use for it, I totally would have snagged that. So cool. These old fans, you just don't see stuff like this anymore. And so it's unfortunate when you do find it in, astronomical prices. But yeah, so look at all the different stuff. And I'm not really zooming in on everything because I'm just trying to take a step back and just kind of like scan over everything just to take a look at what is here before I like kind of zoom in one thing. So that's what you see me doing here. Of course, baskets, I just wanted to see what they were going to charge for baskets. I mean, you can get baskets for super cheap over at Goodwill. Okay, so just as I expected, they had some really beautiful pieces in there. The store is huge, and I didn't even walk through all of it because everything is just way overpriced. There's just no way I'm gonna buy anything in there, but it's okay. I'm gonna finish my food shopping, and then we're gonna hit up another thrift store, an actual thrift store. So before we go into an actual thrift store, I went into a Goodwill. And how cool is this potpourri crock? I mean, that definitely looks like 90s or something. This apple decor piece, I don't know if it's like a wax warmer, but I'll tell you what, y'all, the apple decor pieces, whatever you want to call it, that whole apple collection, it is really drawing me in, like, because it just feels like that 90s vintage vibe. Vintage, it just sounds so weird calling anything from the 90s vintage. It's like, I'm not vintage. And I grew up in the 90s. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. There's no way I'm vintage. Like, what the heck? How cool is this snowman from Kirkland's, like in the actual box? Like, that's just so cool. Kind of wish I would have grabbed that. But anyway, going back to the whole vintage thing, like the Apple decor stuff, it's really calling my name. If you start seeing me like buying some Apple stuff, it's just because it's really drawing me in. It's actually really cute. It's not anything I really paid attention to like way back in the day, but I'm paying attention to it now, and I'm finding a lot of these pieces. And anyway, so enough about all the Apple decor stuff. I was trying to find out what the heck that thing was, and I couldn't really do it with like one hand because I was trying to film, and I'm not doing the best job at filming everything. That blue bottle was really cool, and I'm looking at the footage now, and I'm like, why did you not pick that up? I never picked it up. I guess I wasn't paying attention to it when I was physically there. But that wax warmer I thought was actually really pretty. I think it was like 469. I think that was like the price of the day that day. It was like 469 because everything I picked up was like 469 or 369. Something like that. I mean, that could just easily be cleaned up. I mean, if you can plug it in and it turns on, I mean, you can melt the wax, you can clean it up. It's fine. I could have done that. I probably should have done that because it was kind of pretty. I have no idea what that thing is. I keep looking at it. Um, and then, of course, the baskets at Goodwill. I mean, don't ever pay full price at a store for a basket because you're bound to find the basket you're looking for at a Goodwill or some thrift store. But these ones were really cool. Definitely something to look into if, with Easter coming up. This apple basket, super cute. I actually have a smaller version of it that I think I got from like Dollar General, like way back when, that I keep like year round. But they've got like a ton of mason jars here. I remember back in my DIY days that I always bought all my mason jars from Goodwill. I never bought them from Walmart, but they had a lot of them. That particular one, I'm pointing out that it's broken. That sucks because there was a handle on it and that looked really cool. Lots of different dishes here, nothing that was jumping out at me. Lots of glassware. The mugs were kind of cool. Always have to check out the mugs. This particular one just kind of gave me Alice in Wonderland vibes. Kind of cool. Just not what I'm going for, so I didn't bother getting it, but just wanted to show it to you. Lots of Christmas stuff. Again with the apples. I mean, how cute is that? That is adorable. I don't know. I might start getting some Apple things, y'all. I might start getting it. I don't know, because it's just really calling my name. But those little tiny containers were ticking me off, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But how cool are these canisters with the camouflage? Love it. Look at that, 469 again. But I stopped filming because here in a second, I dropped them all on the floor. Like, what the heck? Look at the speak and spell. How cool is that? Tell me in the comments section, did any of you have a speak and spell when you were a kid? Because I know I did. They were so cool. But then that movie Poltergeist came out and it freaked me out. Does anybody remember Caroline with the speak and spell? That was a little freaky. I love these jars, these canisters, whatever the heck you want to call them. Oh, at this point, I'm no longer in Goodwill. I'm actually at the Family Crisis Center, and they had a lot of good pieces. Like, I like that one too, and it's only 99 cents. These statues are actually still there. So I was actually filming this like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm sorry it's taking me this long to finally get this video out to you, but those things are still there. Apparently, nobody wants them. They have these plates with the different states on them. So we had canvas, Kansas, and what was that other one? And then we got a snow globe for my Michigander people. I got we have some family members in Michigan, so there you go. Little shout out to y'all there. There's their dishes. Again, nothing was jumping out at me. Still am on the hunt for those dinner bowls. I haven't seen anything that I want to get. Nothing that is jumping out at me. These were nice bowls. I mean, it was fine, very plain Jane, not at all what I'm looking for, but there they are. These ones were a little bit older looking, but I want something a little bit bigger. Those are kind of nice. But anyway, and then look at this pie plate, a little pumpkin pie plate. Now I've got two pie plates, so I didn't need this, so I put it back, but I did think it was really cute. I like the pie plates. It's got like the recipes on them. Of course, it's also cute decor piece too. This mug I thought was cool because of the car. Tony South. I don't understand what Tony South means. I just thought the car was cool. And the dog was cute. I don't know what Tony South means. Somebody tell me down below. Again, I think those are apples or are they peaches? I don't actually know. But here's some more like serving platters. This serving platter was kind of cute, but it's also plastic. So I just left that one behind. And this like wine, I think it's like a wine bottle holder. It's still there. I think this one's a little bit overpriced too. I think they want $8 for it and it's still there. This birchwood like candle holder thing. Somebody had already picked that one up, but it is super cool. And I did see something similar to that over at a Goodwill that were actual candles. Thought that was kind of cool. Didn't pick that up. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. But other lots of different candle things. This thing is definitely overpriced because I think they want like something like $12, 12 or $13 for it. And as you can see, it's missing pieces. Okay, $12.99. And it's missing pieces. It's like, are you crazy? Drop your price down, then you'll be able to sell it. This piece was kind of cool, and that's about all I can say about that. Yeah, I have no idea. And then, of course, I don't do very good with filming. I'm still working on, oh, falling leaves. This candle smelled so good. Originally from TJ Maxx, $7.99 was $2.99 at this store. This candle smelled so good, and I kept thinking about it after I left the store. I'm like, you dummy, why didn't you buy it? Boxes, always got to check inside the boxes. If you can do it with one hand and you're filming, that's awesome. Those were electronic little candle, votive candle thingamajiggers. Probably take those like CR batteries that cost like $1 million. No thanks. If you're into bees, they have this bee candle here, $1.99. I'm not into bees, but it's cool if you are. This Yankee candle, I think, what was that, $2.99? That one smelled really good too. I should have got that one and then repurposed it. And by repurpose, I'm like kind of getting into this whole like you melt the candle back down and then you put it in a different vessel with like new candle wicks and stuff. I'm kind of getting into that, and it's been kind of cool. Me and TJ are kind of having fun with this one. Always check for candles, y'all. I mean, because you can get like brand new candles. I just got brand new candles. You'll see in another video. I'm saving them for next Christmas for my votive candle holder. Y'all, tell me what is going on with the cubed candles. Like, I don't get it, but they have like a ton of them. This particular candle, this splash candle, it did not smell very good. I did not like that at all. So I put that one back. And then they've got all these tiny little ones. I think those little ones are from like Dollar Tree or something. I didn't check to see how much they were. And then they have the baskets of like the wax warmers. Nothing was really jumping out at me except for one that I'm about to show you here in a second. And I don't know why I didn't get it. I have no idea. But they did have a big collection of them. If you have wax warmers, always check the thrift store. Some of them, some people just donate them and they haven't even been used. Oh yeah, see, brownie pecan pie. It sounds good. They're all there. Why didn't I get it? Tell me that. Why didn't I get that? I don't know. This piece here looks like something somebody created, and I really wish I would have grabbed that to just have the glasses because it was just so pretty. Look at the Texas tray. I think I can't remember how much that one was, but it's just really sad when people like create things and then they end up getting donated and stuff. But I'm pretty sure I've probably done that myself. Here's a skull of with probably a deer, a young deer, if that's even real. It's probably not even real. So tiny little thrift haul here for you, and I do mean tiny. I did not get a whole lot. If after I film this and I'm able to hit up another thrift store and I do pick up other things, then I will show you what I had gotten. But let me go ahead and show you the things that I did get. So I went over to the Restore in our area and I broke the bank. All of their books over there are only 10 cents, and I found this book. This is Draw the Circle, the 40-Day Prayer Challenge. It's by Mark Batterson. There is a thrifter that I watch on YouTube a lot, and she actually just picked up this book as well. And so when I was over there and I spotted this, I was like, oh, hey, she just got that one, and it sounded like a really good book. I've seen this like so many times before throughout the years. This came out a long time ago, and it's also been like written in, not like written in, but like, you know, there was like some things highlighted and everything. So it's just a 40-day prayer challenge, and you know, if you're a Christian, if you're into that sort of thing, I mean, I would say look out for this book. I haven't started reading it yet. But I will be doing it here pretty soon, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And I think there was actually another book that kind of goes along with this to like write your own notes and everything. And I didn't really feel, I mean, I could have gotten it, but I decided not to, mainly because there was actually a lot of personal things written in it. So I don't think somebody must have donated it and didn't look through the book, or just didn't realize that it was already written in, because it was a lot of other personal stuff that I was just like, no, it's okay. I don't really need to read other people's, you know, things, family life and stuff like that. So I left that behind, but I did get this book, and so I'm excited to start reading this. Then on my way home, I stopped over at this garage sale. I say garage sale because it's actually more of like, this lady she's trying to get into the whole reselling thing, which I'm not into, because usually resellers just jack the prices way up. But this lady, all of her inventory is actually like thrift store prices, like very, very cheap. So I got one of the things that was on my wish list. I couldn't believe it. I was driving home and I was just like, I kind of like pulled over because I was just like, oh, wait a second, hold on. This is actually a garage sale. So one of the things that was on my wish list is a mug tree. And I wanted, you know, something that was old looking. I didn't want anything too modern. So I found this. It's a wooden old mug tree. I love this. And I got this one for, I think she gave it to me for this one was $3. And this was perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. I thought about maybe sanding it and staining it. And then at the same time, and I'm like, no, I think I'll probably just clean it and leave it as is. I haven't really decided yet. I'll probably leave it as is. But anyway, so I did find one of the things on my wish list. So if you have a list of items that you are looking for when you're thrifting, make a list of it and just be on the lookout. It might take a while, and it may just take you having to drive by somewhere and you find one of your items that you were looking for. So one of the things that I like to do in my kitchen is like, I like to collect these old bottles, and sorry, there's something in my eye. My chickens are really good at, you know, like they dig, you know, like they're scratching and everything. And they actually helped me find this old bottle that was on the property. No one else has lived on this part. Like this was like bare bones land. No one else has lived here. We're actually the very first people to, you know, cut down some trees and throw a house up and everything. So when the chickens are digging for things, it's really interesting the things that they are finding. So I like finding old bottles, because they did find an old bottle. So on my shelves, if you've ever seen my grocery hauls, I've got shelves in my kitchen, and I like to just like add personal things on there. And there is actually a green glass bottle that my chickens found. So I think that's pretty cool. What I found over at this place was this blue glass. I'm like really loving the color blue. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it says, what does that say? Milk of magnesia. and it said Patent Office, August 21st, 1906. Now, whether this is, I would like to think that this is like a legit bottle. Hopefully you can see this. I would like to think that this is a legit bottle. It seems legit, and I like collecting old things like that and sticking them in my kitchen, so that's why I had gotten that one. I think she gave this to me for like $2, so got that. And the last thing I had picked up over at her place was this bowl. I know it just says fruit on here. It is dirty. I do need to clean it out, but if you can see on here, there's like little, like the paint is chipped, like especially like on the bottom, like all the chippy paint and everything. But I thought, how cool. I'm not going to use, I will clean this out, but I'm not going to use it to actually put food in. I'm going to clean it out and probably put like fake plants in here or something. Basically use this as like basically I'm going to put some greenery in here and put it on my shelf. And so that's what I plan on doing with this, is just, you know, flower decor and things like that. So, but it is going to go on one of my shelves in my kitchen because it says fruit on there, and I just love the little pop of color. Just a little pop of yellow. I mean, I do have a lot of browns and grays, and I'm starting to add some blue in there, and then this would be just like a nice little color to throw in the mix. But that's it. That's my very tiny haul. But if I don't have anything else for you after this clip, I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to keep thrifting. I'm going to keep finding things. I still have some things on my wish list. I keep saying that you should write them down, but I actually need to write them down. But it's like, oh, I'll remember. Sure. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, and I sure hope that you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, share with somebody you love, and I'll see y'all next time in another video. Bye.